Trey Neighbor, and I'm back again. I'm playing my Madden Ultimate Team. So I have, from the last time y'all seen me play, only people I had was Tom Brady, Larry Fitz. I added some new people like Marshawn Lynch. You see, I don't get the tackle. I mean the truck. So I'm needing to ask.
Let it go, move on, and start over again.
Do you be friends with that somebody keeps talking about you, or do you be friends with somebody that doesn't? No, I know the answer that I was gonna pick. It's to ask you something. So if you watch this video, you might not. If you do, let me know. So today, we're going to be doing a 2-3 hour challenge. Staying up to 1:30 at 1 o'clock. Staying up to 1:30 actually.
Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Go down there. So y'all see me out here doing my thing. I got Jerry Rice, the 95 overall, and I got Marshawn Lynch, the 92 overall. In a minute. Jesus Christ.
And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to get the football. Well, unfortunately, not the result that you were looking for, but the great. So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is third down.
Marshawn, you better not
come the Dolphins now.
You better not fumble in this pass either.
And he couldn't
and you miss
it through the contact.
You miss it.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They come out here in the
4th and 5. You're kidding
me. To Lynch. Stays on his feet. 6 yards on the pickup, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
Okay, I'll give you credit and then some on this call. When it's 4th and that many, you know that 99% of the coaches are throwing the football. In this case, though, they figured the defense was playing the pass, took a chance, ran the ball, and picked up the first down.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Now they'll run it on the toss.
Back
at the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down.
There's so many times during camp and practice that you get bored as a player doing regular drills. But how about that shed and skate drill right there by the linebacker? You do it each and every day. Get the blocker away and get into the backfield and make a big-time tackle. That's what we just saw.
Now Lynch.
Bro.
Met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just boom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down and needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down, and they ended up getting a great run.
You're going to keep running until we pass the goal. You have 4th and 6. If you don't
guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
You can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And he's nice job. Congratulations, defeating the Madden
That's how
Ultimate
we
Team
get
solo challenge.
That's what I'm trying to get, the 99 over. Then after that, I'll sell Marshawn Lynch. He'll probably go up for a lot. Was for 70 yards. Okay. Was for 75 yards, 1 yard, and rushed for at least 2 touchdowns.
You saw the challenge on the screen. I don't need to repeat it. It's solo challenge. Madden Ultimate Team. Go earn your key. A carry now for Lynch. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL. And a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
On the handoff, Lynch. And he powers his way up past the 30. Call it a gain of 5.
How did you join my party, Buddo? Hi.
Down at about 9 to go. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. And now whistles and a flag.
Okay. Well, I'm going to make this private so nobody else. But I can do a draft champion. Well, you want to do draft champion? Yep. Nobody. But people watch after I like done doing it. Do you want to draft again or? Yeah. IQ was offline.
Boy, we've just gotten started here, and already these guys.
I didn't even know.
Boy, you talk about a friendly turn of the cards. This is a great round for these guys as they get themselves a dynamic player right here. Yeah, no surprise here.
My team is
Anytime you can
up
get your
already.
hands on a player of his caliber, I think he's pretty well prepared to pull the trigger. Oh, and that's a key upgrade right there.
This is over. You should just quit
a
right
big
now.
upgrade over what they had. In these middle rounds, you have to start asking yourself, instant impact right there. That's a big leap forward from what they had on the roster to begin with. And I'm not sure that this selection is going to provide a huge punch, but he's at least a guy that does have some upside.
Go to that car.
Where to now? Do you get yourself a big brute for the trenches, or someone who can really help you out at the playmaking type spot? Boy, a tough choice here, but one that any organization would love to have. How do you go wrong with these three guys? And with time running short, you've got to hope some guys fall into your lap, or you could be left with some real holes on your roster.
I'm doing it too.
A bit of a dilemma with this threesome. Which side of the ball do you turn your focus to here?
You don't know what's coming, bro.
This is a pretty telling pick here.
Nope.
Do you go for a big bruiser up front, or get yourself someone who could be a difference maker?
Got somebody better.
Position. Always a tough decision, offense or defense. It's all.
I like him, but I got somebody better.
Putting a team together. We've seen one Detroit Lion be selected so far. Maybe not a huge upgrade over what they had already, but
I got him. I got Ezekiel Elliott again. No, yeah, he's a 95, but I'm not going to get him because I already have a running back. I'm not telling you. You're going to see on your own. He's 96.
California, cause there's no place like California, California, New York, Texas, Midwest, Vermont, California, cause there's no place like California, California, I got some out in Dallas, now I'm smelling like LA, met it from Miami to the Machiavelli, left the kids on the belly, left the vid on my celly, she ate.
Sadell, what do you want? Who's in your party? Nobody. I'm just about to invite Sadell in my party. I don't know. I'm just about to invite him. Because nobody's in his party.
Like they from Oakland, give me my flowers while I can smell them. Ain't talking about roses. Literally, I'm lean. Mix it like a bought it in Nashville. Then I woke up in Tulsa, Oklahoma. It's sunny, California, but nothing like Compton. It's more like Calistoga, and it's hot as Arizona. I pop me up Fresno, hard colder than Minnesota in October. Don't interrupt. Dog,
I'm just gonna join Sadell's party. I'm joining his party, so join it. Yo, Sadell. The reason I didn't join because me and PMH is playing Madden, but I told him to join. We're playing Draft Champions. Now all of them joining, that's why I didn't join. Hold on, I'll be back.
No place like California, California, California. No place like California. Fresh off a flight to Boston, got a BZ in Maryland that I piped too often.
You ready?
To Austin, most likely flossing, tight exhausted, high as a forklift. Handful of goons out in Colorado. Any given afternoon, you can catch a hollow. Honestly, it's the same out in Richmond, Virginia or California, either state you can get it. I done seen everywhere from Russia to Delaware. Trust me, I'm well aware. Barcelona to Bel Air, Petty to the Detroit. No tell him he saw how heavily he bought.
I did.
Every project, every seashore. And I ain't content trying to see more nomadic. I probably wind up alone. All it takes is a melody to remind me of home. I've been to New York, come on, Texas, yeah, Midwest, and it all reminds me of California. Cause there's no place like California. California, AATLMIA, DMV, all reminds me of California. Cause there's no place like California. California, California. No place like California.
Now, I'm back. I was just here for a little bit, guys. So, we're going to do Draft Champions against my friend. And he doesn't know what's coming. Yeah, but they watch afterwards. Douglas Neighbor 3. It has an Odell Beckham sign. There's no spaces, no caps. No. No caps, no space. Yes. And it has an Odell Beckham sign.
Thank you, Larry. Brandon Gaudin, along with Charles Davis here in the booth. We are set for a spectacular Draft Champions matchup and some spectacular talent
you have
on
Adrian
your screen right now. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get down to the field for kickoff. And it's the birth of a new club as we're underway in Draft Champions. This will be taken in at the 1.
What do you?
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
I have a wide receiver. He's a legend, and he can outrun you. And I'm so you should.
They come up in an offset eye. The first carry
I do too.
Adrian Peterson.
I do too.
And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys.
I have Herman Morris.
Tackles and creates extra yardage.
He can outrun.
Feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Well, you better not keep it on the ground.
Elway letting one fly deep for Cooper. So the long attempt
and I stop.
Innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for him to try it again later.
He's going to let it go again.
No, boy. That's defense.
He can't hang on. Would have been a nice
Wait, you have John Elfman too? Bro, we have the same quarterback and running back.
When you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there.
Dang.
A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. So it'll be first down here after the run.
I'm staying up for 3 hours.
What are we going to have in store for us? I understand the call here if it's the final 2 minutes and you're losing. But this
I'm
is
doing
the opening drive of the game.
Let's go.
Let's too big a chance for my blood. But give them credit.
3 hours.
They got it to pay off.
3 hours. It's like 3 hours of staying up till 1:30 a.m.
Because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner. And usually he's able to use his body and catch the football. But a really nice play by the defender.
Why you seeing your man in motion?
Knock it away.
2nd and 10. Elway again.
Bro, why you keep trying to throw it deep?
That one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free
Bro, you
safety.
should hit the close route.
That brings up 3rd down. Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly.
Bro, I have a stacked line, bro. No lie. Hey, Josh.
On 3rd down, Elway.
Let's go.
Will be incomplete as well. Amari Cooper, the intended target, and it's 4th down.
As a general rule, receivers love the comeback route because it puts them right in the sight lines of the guy throwing the ball. But in this case, the defenders saw it and were able to knock it away.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going
4th down. Let's go, baby. No, he about to run it. That's what I got. If you do, man.
So here we go. Elway on 4th down.
You're kidding.
This is going to be caught. That one good for 21 yards. And on 4th 4th and long. Somehow they're able to keep the drive going. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They run. Peterson. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in old days were often outside linebackers. They just pushed them forward because they wanted to play fast and get to the quarterback or the running backs quicker than ever before.
And they're going to bring him down back across midfield at the 45. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
Now it's Elway.
Let's go.
And this is going
Not
to be
getting nothing.
incomplete. He was trying to get it to AP out of the backfield. And now it's 4th down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
He's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Now this is fielded in the end zone.
I wanted
12 yards on the return that time. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10.
No, he's just watching me in my room.
Starting field position here.
It don't even matter, bro. It don't even matter if I'm at the 70-yard line.
Peterson alone.
You know why it doesn't?
Now it's Elway.
That's why it doesn't.
Complete. It's a pickup of 33 yards.
It doesn't matter.
And the Cowboys are going to get a 1st down.
Today's receivers in the NFL, they're the complete package nowadays. We know they can run, we know they can catch, but they have those big frames now. So oftentimes they just out-physical guys downfield and go up and catch the football. And we saw big gains as a result on that play.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Stephon Tuitt came out of Notre Dame as another one of those really tall defensive ends, and you just wonder, would they be able to have the leverage to bend and make plays? I think he just an answer with that tackle.
Dang, I can't even pick my plays before I start glitching. No. Yeah, I think we just lagged out. Or do you want to play 2K? Just me and you? One more team? Okay, I'll draft a new one. Okay, I'll go with the challenge. Who do I get first? I think I feel fire. Who?
A tough decision on their hands now. And this early on,
Eli Manning.
Did they get themselves a player here or what? Yeah, not too much analysis.
It probably is possible.
This is quite a get.
Oh, I felt fire. I barely got him.
2 words here. Difference maker. That's what that pick right there is.
Nope, he is knocked out.
These middle rounds are where your decisions can really impact your team.
Yeah.
Because if you
His dad told him he should always fall asleep early.
Yeah, here's a spot where the fan base would be. Oh, no question that this guy's going to grade out as a huge impact over what was there before.
Bro, I need to get some more offense.
Not too much surprised to see Green Bay players in high demand.
Get Brandon Cooks. He's good.
Packer to come off the board.
What
to do here? Build up the interior of your line or get that skill player to add another weapon?
I'll take the red card. No.
And now is where you need to make these last picks. Does this pick fill a big need? I'm not so sure that it does, but it is at least a slight improvement over what they had in place.
I need a running back.
Whoever's making the final decision here might have a coordinator in each.
Oh, dang, I could have got that receiver. Give me a halfback. Give me a don't need him. Don't need him. Just give me that. Give me that. Give me that.
Offense or defense? Still a few holes on this roster and not a lot of time left to do anything about it. Boy, you talk about a talented player. This guy's one of the best around.
I got Odell. He's a 96. What? Josh? Yeah? And who else? Who else? Marvin. I don't have no halfback though, but I'm probably about to do a new one. I don't have no halfback. I don't care. No, if you have a wide receiver and a good, okay, I might reset you. I don't want to. Then I might not get Odell Beckham Jr. I already did it. It's too late. Too freaking late. You know what? I had him, then I just have to give him away.
Oh, how about this for a tough
first QB? I get Brian Hover.
Is going to say a lot about what this team wants to do. Boy, the skills just leap out at you with this guy. He will be a very important part of this ball club.
Oh, I actually like him at running back, though. That's a good running. I'll go defense.
And that's a pick that'll solve a lot of problems out there. He'll fit in nicely. Yeah, I don't think you needed a crystal ball to see that pick coming. That's all about loyalty and familiarity right there.
I wouldn't want to do that.
With a handful of starters already nailed down, you have to ask yourself, do you dare go for depth, or do you just try to cover as many areas of the field?
You should probably want to watch out on my line.
Definitely some options with this pick. Do you take a skill player here, or get yourself some help? And this team does have a lot of needs, but this guy is a legitimate star, and he'll make everyone around him better. And this is a big piece of the puzzle right here. Maybe a no-brainer, but a great pick regardless.
What position did Von Miller play? He played right outside linebacker or left? He played left? Or that side of the line is packed.
You really want to get lucky and hope somebody falls into your lap. Tough call here. Do you try and get tougher up front, or get yourself a player in what we call a skill position? And now, which side of the football will they address here? Some interesting options either way. These are tough decisions here. Offense or defense? Which side has the more pressing need? Boy, it's finger crossing time now. With the end in sight and a few more holes to fill, you've got to be hoping.
Bro, I need to have
a gem or two that becomes available. One Philadelphia Eagle has already been taken in this draft. Could they double up and take another one here?
I need to look at my. No, that is terrible. I gotta reset. That's terrible. Yeah, this is just terrible. Ooh. Nope. Nope.
Boy, we've just gotten started here, and already these guys have been handed a really difficult decision. Excellent selection. Just what this team needs to maybe get them over the hump. Boy, you talk about a friendly turn of the cards. This is a great round for these guys as they get themselves a dynamic player right here. Yeah, I think they got the best player there, and they got a guy that fills a big need, so that's an excellent choice. Still some big holes remaining to be filled. Here's where you may have to go after a lower-rated player just to make sure you get coverage in all areas. Where to now? Do you get yourself a big brute for the trenches or someone who can really help you out at a playmaker type? Tampa Bay, you might remember, has been... Yeah, I think with that pick, you're just looking to build up your core. Get some guys in here that can help round out the roster. And there's a pick that'll certainly help. Maybe not an impact signing, but you're not going to hit a home run every round.
Are you still here? Wait, somebody's watching.
Boy, it's
PMH. PMH.
You've got to be hoping that there's still a gem or two that...
If you're watching,
yeah, that's the kind of
say your name in the comments.
That entire unit. He's a very talented addition. And now, which side of the football will they address here? Some interesting options either way.
Who's Gene Lynch?
Where to now?
I don't know
you
who you are. If you're in the comments,
really
say your other name. And thank you for watching.
And I think that
Bro,
pick
Josh,
comes
I
to
got
the
2 people
surprise of
watching.
nobody. You had to figure they'd lean that way if a player from that team became available.
Give me a halfback. You're freaking annoying.
Short, you've got to hope some guys fall into your lap, or you could.
I gotta. Bro, PMH, bro. They're not freaking giving me no halfback.
Still a long way to go in this draft, but if you can lock up a few key positions, I tell you, you're not going to get too far in this competition without a superstar or two. And this guy right here certainly fits. One thing this team's going to need is some leaders, and they've got one right here. Oh, no need to worry about this guy. Just plug him right into a starting role, and he'll be a massive upgrade. Some tough choices coming up right about now. No need to worry about this guy. Just
how do you know?
Right into the starting role, and he'll be a
Oh, you're watching. Upgrade. You're watching. Bro, don't look at my team.
Pick here. Do you go for a big? And there's a pick that does fill a hole, but I'm not sure that it's really going to be the one.
I don't even know who that is.
Overall squad a tremendous amount.
I didn't even know who that was. Oh, Josh, I didn't even know who that was.
Yeah, here's a spot where the fan base would be clamoring for a skill player. But do you listen to them or go after someone who can help you up front? And now is where you need to make these last picks count. Time to
my friend.
Holes you can before it's too late.
Yeah.
Options here on both sides of the football. It's pretty much of a coin flip if you ask me.
A little bit.
Offensive and defensive options here. They might have to ask themselves which side of the ball needs more attention. Still a few holes on this roster and not a lot of time left to do anything about it. Boy, you talk about a friendly turn of the cards. This is a great round for these guys as they get themselves a dynamic player right here. I'ma spend the summer getting to the cake and I'ma wishing put on every candle. I'm like, please tell me why you always me. Now it's getting to the time of the draft where you really want to get lucky and hope somebody falls into your lap. Yeah, no surprise here. Anytime you can get your hands on a player of his caliber, I think you pretty well have to pull the trigger.
Are you watching?
If you ain't know me,
Well, come on, I'm ready. Wait, Austin's playing? Hold on. And Madden, NFL.
Hey, from a distance, please don't try me. Cause we'll turn it up on anybody.
Yeah. Oh, I already sent you one. Oh, wait, I forgot my other friend. Please say Gutman is on. Gutman.
Thank you, Larry. So the picks are in. We welcome you to this Draft Champions contest. I'm Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis, ready to call the action. And let's get to it. Down to the field. It's time for kickoff.
Hold on, I have to pause. Pause. Can I pause? Dang, I can't even pause.
And it's the birth of a new club as we're underway in Draft Champions. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive.
Okay. I just have to add my friend real quick.
You're representing this school, and most importantly, you are representing this program. Because I was them, I was a teenage girl. I played soccer at La Cueva. I won a state championship at La Cueva. I think I can relate to that. I'm giving them some power. I'm giving them power in their life to understand. They might have things going on at home that nobody understands. But when they're out on that soccer field, they have control and they have the ability to win the game.
Today, I'm done.
Athletes have one last chance to prove their worth to Coach Ashcraft.
And I have LT in the back.
First carry for the 5-time Pro Bowler,
He's a
LaDainian
beast.
Tomlinson. And he is met at the
I'm not
line
going
of
to
scrimmage,
lie.
and he goes down right
LT
there.
is a beast.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
The defense won that play so fast, and I think if the running back
LT
even
is
had
a
time to
beast,
notice
but
that the
you
man
just
was there,
get
it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
Now Brady throwing
pocket.
on second down.
Tom Brady.
Oh, he'll want that one
Tom
back.
Brady.
Incomplete. He doesn't drop
Are you
too
still
many
watching?
in that department. Third down.
No.
We know it's not
Who's
an easy
Glenn
job to go out and
watching?
catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Throwing is Brady on third down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dayon Buchanan in there to drop
That's
it
fourth
for a
down
loss of
already?
10, and it'll be 4th and long.
Dang, it's 4:20. It's 4:21.
Brady not coming to the sideline.
Jesus
They're going to go for it here on 4th. They do go for it. It's Brady.
Oh my! You were a blitzer, bro. I see how you want to play.
And Charles, they just handed them a gift. Going for it there. That spot of the field inside the 24.
Yeah, sometimes you think you've got plenty of time in a game, so you take a little bit of a crazy risk. This goes in the category of a crazy, crazy.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Wide receiver from 8 yards out. And the Vikings have taken a first quarter lead. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
I don't know.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Of course I'm not talking.
This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of it.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
So 2nd and 10 here.
Let's go, defense.
They come up in an offset eye. To throw, it's Brady. And he checks this one down to LT out of the backfield. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here's Brady to throw. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. Powers over it.
Just fed him his pads, didn't he?
Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. 66 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They used their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
And that is one, no doubt, that may come back to haunt them because the PAT tied it. They didn't need to go for 2.
I keep searching for an explanation. I know it's quick right here. I think I can search for the next year and not come up with anything that absolutely works. Kick the point, man. Kick the point. I don't get it.
So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
Second down now after the incompletion. They'll run for the first time with Hill. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. The veteran Robert Mathis there to make the tackle. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
On 3rd down, here's Hill. Fighting through. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, give up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. Now 4th down.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Is Ray Davis one of your friends?
Here we go on 4th down now with Brady. Drops this off to Tomlinson, complete. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A big play there on 4th and 1. 57 yards. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Fresh set of downs here. They come out here in the eye. Now Tomlinson on 1st and 10. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
Again, it's Tomlinson. And he stopped immediately there. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed. And that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make...
And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh,
yes.
Very close to a turnover there in the end zone. And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown.
Yeah.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. That's complete right around the 8. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And not great starting field position here for the offense. On 1st down, Elway. He finds Hearns left side. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Taking a shot here. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be marked down deep in Dallas territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 82 yards. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. They'll run the option left. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They hand off to their big tight end. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
It's a bit of a dangerous part of the field for them to break into their bag of tricks, but for a minute there, I thought it was going to set up perfectly for them. Instead, they don't get into the end zone, but they do pick up positive yardage.
All right, now, look at 56. All right, here we go.
3rd and goal. Elway. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. That's a tough one not to hang on to on 3rd and goal, but good job defensively to get there and jar it loose.
Agreed. That was really, really nicely done because there's no pass interference on the play. Timing excellent to get in there and knock it away. A win for the defense, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, they're going to try this thing. They're at the 5, 4th and goal. They're going to go for it. We'll see. Run, probably pass to both in the arsenal. They tried to let the fullback pound it in between the tackles, but he stopped up short. And this Cowboy defense comes up with a goal line stand. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. Now Brady. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit. They're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. Out on the right, this is Cruz. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. To throw is Brady. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So on 4th down, here's Jake Shum to punt it away. And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. And now out comes Minnesota. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final play of the half. It's Elway. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken very short. And they're able to return this one all the way up to the 45. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the 3rd. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
After this one,
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around.
Oh.
And some room to roam now. And he cuts it out left sideline. Room ahead. Touchdown, Vikings. Tyreek Hill, Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
How about that touchdown, partner? If you blinked, you probably missed it. I looked away for just a second, and they were in the end zone.
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. We broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
He's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Now they're going to try this again. It's another fake, but he will not make the first down marker. That'll be a turnover on downs. And now out comes Minnesota.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, they look like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. Hill, the lone setback. Well, now they'll try the end around. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Bro.
In our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it every time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Now Elway on first down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. 10 yards still left on 2nd down. Oh, design run for their wideout. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Now Elway on 3rd and long. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory. But the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much. Coach, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Yeah, we'll see what his offense can do. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done. And I think the end result, knocking the ball away, was a product of understanding where they were on the field, understanding how many yards they needed to pick up the first down, and tightening their coverage accordingly. Gave them no gaps, no spaces, no real air in which to catch the football, and end up making a really nice play.
Here's Jacob Shum now. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. And look at this, another fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on first down.
That gave them a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough spot and being able to make a play on first down. After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
So the defense forces a 3-and-out, but they got some help along the way. They threw it on first down, and when they were unsuccessful, it became 2nd and long. Didn't get it again on another pass. Went 3rd and long, and they almost had to put it in the air. They may want to rethink some strategy going forward.
Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
Following the penalty, it's Hill. Yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. A lone second remains now in this 3rd quarter. They'll way to throw on second. Taking a shot here for Marshall. And this will be caught at the 30. Back now in Tampa. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total